ibu dah mendarat. Anak-anak selalu memberi kejutan untuk kita. Kini masanya untuk berikan mereka.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's the video, eh?
Testing.
Festival, Chef for the International Learning Resources Festival, iLRF 2024. I am honored and it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to this workshop. Since this activity is a hybrid mode, which means there are some participants attending the workshop face-to-face and some participants attending online via e-learning YouTube channel. We encourage everyone to subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest announcements and information from iLRF YouTube. And you are also welcome to leave feedback and comments in the YouTube chat. We also would like to recommend using hashtag iLRF24 and hashtag IMU if you are sharing any posts about this festival on social media. Please also remember to visit our iLRF24 website to check the details of our programs, speakers, sponsors page, and feel free to leave thoughts or comments on the program in the website's virtual lobby. Feel free to questions and enjoy the workshop. Is actually entitled Engaging Online Course Discussing Design Behavior by Technologies Nishita Ismail. In short introduction about Technologies Nishita Ismail, she is an education technology solution expert at Open Learning, where she supports corporate and education partners in adopting effective edtech solutions. She has led workshops on designing online courses, running activities, and running communities for diverse audiences, including academics, regulators, corporate trainers, MOE officers, school teachers, and TVET trainers. She also served as an industry advisor for Utah's postgraduate diploma in educational technology and is a member of the board of studies for the master's program. She graduated with a bachelor's degree in computer science, majoring in interactive media from University Technical Knowledge Malacca UTM, and a master's in instructional technology from University Malaya. Without further ado, we invite Technologies Moshita to begin the workshop. Please welcome.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Hi and good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay, so as introduced by our moderator Arnold, okay, Mashita. I'm from Open Learning, and together with me today, my colleague Chandru will also be facilitating the workshop. So both of us, our background is in instructional design, learning design. Okay, so we're very happy to be here today. Thank you so much for the opportunity to the iLRF and e-learning committee for the invitation. All right, so let's start the session, okay, because we have a lot to do in 1 hour. Okay, so if you notice, it says discover, design, and deliver. Okay, but the delivery part will be after the session. Okay, all right. Before we start, maybe just a quick hands of who here are from IMU. Is everyone here from IMU? Okay, how about both of you? Maybe a quick introduction?
We are from INSEF University. Yeah, both of us.
Thank you for coming all the way. All right. Okay. So for the IMU participants, welcome as well. Okay. We will get to know each other in a while. Okay. Because we will have a very quick group activity. Actually, the group activity is the main part of this workshop. All right. So before we start, just to get all of us a little bit warm up, right? So we are here to design online courses. So before we start thinking of designing, before we put on our designer's hat, okay, let's try to be a learner first. Okay, so put on your learner hat, a student's hat, okay, and start thinking of or reflect on any course that you have joined, whether it's online or offline, and think of what are the things that you like in that online or offline course. Or it could be a course, it can be a workshop that you attend, a training that you attend, okay? But what do you like about it? Okay, so you don't have to join this workshop course. You just need to, okay, scroll down. Okay, so think of what do you like about that particular session that you have joined or an online course that you have joined, and tell us here by scanning the QR code and sharing your thoughts here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry? No. Share what you like about that session that you have joined. You can think of one of the session, or maybe it could be a multiple session or online courses or offline courses that you have joined. Okay. And think of what do you like about it. Is it the assessment sessions? Is it the interactivity? Anything that you like about the characteristic of that session that you like. Until also here. Yeah, but I changed that one. The other one is the last one. The characteristics, the last one. Characteristics like the compilation. So actually we only have until 10:10. Using online engagement tools, interactive contents, interaction. Okay, any more? Hands on, all right. Keep them coming. Yeah, you can put full screen also. Not sure if it's showing everything or will it just go up. There are 7 submissions actually. Yeah. Okay. Interactive, the online learning materials. Okay. Engaging. So if it's available on online mobile apps, then you like it also. Okay, peer feedback. How other learners rate and mark our assignments? Okay. Engaging, lively environment. Activities. Right. Okay, so when we say activities, that means there are a lot of things that you can do in the course. That means you're not just passively going through the content, not just reading or just watching, but you are actually being asked to do something. So that's what you mean by activities, right? And also it's engaging. That means you get to interact with the content as well, not just consuming the content, but you also get to give your feedback or give your opinion after going through the content. All right, great. Okay, let's go to, thank you so much for your participation this morning. Okay, so now you've put on your learner's hat and you have identified what makes a course great, right? Okay, so now we are going to try to develop a course, a mini course today, all right? But before that, I'm going to show you a short demo of the Open Learning AI Course Builder. Okay, so Open Learning is a platform. So if you're familiar to LMS, we are almost the same as an LMS, but it's just that Open Learning's platform is also, we also have like marketplace and portfolios already integrated in the platform. Okay, so what I'm going to focus on today would be the AI integration. So we have actually integrated the AI into the course builder. So you can actually get AI to give you suggestions. When you key in the topics, it can provide suggestions for module content, the structure, the learning activities, and also contents like analogies or case studies. It can also produce suggestions. Okay, but at every stage of the course building, you will still need to make the decision as the course designer. Okay, so this is so I'm going to show you what this means. Okay, let's show the video, Chandru. This is a quick 2 minutes video that will give you a taste of what how this course builder works. Audio is not playing. You can play again. How to play again, Chandru? The audio is still not playing. Maybe can we get? Okay, all right. Sorry, just now when we tested, it was working. Yeah. Yep, yep. We just stop the video first lah. Okay. All right. I think let's do something else while we wait for the technical person to join us. Should we just show the live demo, Chandra? Yeah, let's just go to the live demo. Okay. We can skip the video. But I can share the links to the video later on if you'd like to see. Now I'm going to show you the live demo itself. Okay. Okay. So on Open Learning, whenever you create a new course, it will be an empty course, right? Actually, so I'm sorry. It's okay. We will just show the live demo lah. We will skip the video. Sorry. Okay. All right. Okay. So on Open Learning, when you create a course, the course is empty. Okay. Can we just show the home page, Chandru, and learning activities to show that it's empty? Okay. So on the home page, it looks something like this because it's empty currently. All right. All this is by default when you have a new course. Okay. And it will have like a home, announcements, learning activities, course feed, and all that. And by the way, I'm in the editor mode. I'm in the administrator mode. So that's why I can see course setup, course design, and so on. So if you are a student, you can only view until search. And also as a course designer, I can see the view and edit. Okay. The rest is the same for learner's view. Okay. Okay, so this is how it looks like for a new course. And you can see by default, there is one module set here that we call learning activities. Okay, so all this can be changed, it can be customized. All right. So when Chandru clicks at learning activity, you can see that it's empty. All right, so now we're going to use the course builder to develop some content in a few minutes. Okay, so when we go to course builder, yes. Yeah, you will have access to it in a while, but we have some dummy username and password that you can use and you can try it out. But in your groups, because we don't have that many username and passwords, so you can share. And only one person needs to log in, but you can share and take a look how it looks like. Okay, but first I'm just going to show how it works and then you can do it on your own. Okay, all right, let's go to Course Builder, Chandru. Under Course Design, okay, so you can click there, go to Course Builder, or under Course Design, you can see the first tab there called Course Builder. All right, and then you can see here at the top, okay, when we are designing courses, right, we usually starts with the overarching course objectives, and then we go into the specific course outcomes, and then the course structure, the module content, and then the actual content that we'll put in, like our bullet points and our all of the subtopics and topics and all that. Okay, so this is how it works as well. On the course, in the course builder, so you have the objectives, outcome, course structure, and so on. Okay, but before we can get the AI to suggest us the content or the structure, you just have to key in a few basic course info. Okay, which is of course the course title. Okay, so when you key in course info, the course title, and then maybe you can just remove demo lah, Chandru. Oh, okay, never mind. This is a demo. Okay, and then who are the audience? Okay, you can also put location based, like students in Malaysia, undergraduate students, professional, working adults in certain industries, and so on. Okay, so the more specific we are, the more specific the content will be to that particular group. All right. And then you can put in your course duration. You can also choose from a list of languages. So we have like Bahasa Indonesia and so on. Okay. Bahasa Malaysia, of course. All right. And then Arabic as well. Okay. So you can also choose default tone. So this is something that I really like as a designer, because when we used to design courses for our both of a group of us, we used to design courses for our clients, right? And we used to get materials like from textbooks and articles, and they are not really conversational. So if you have designed themes before, we know that you need to design, when you're designing themes for online learners, we need to make it conversational. So when the students go through the content, they feel like someone is talking to them and so on. So we actually have those that you can choose from. And also based on the audience that you are targeting, you can choose whether you want the tone to be academic or informative, professional, and so on. Okay. So we also have some really cool ones like humorous and playful. If you are designing a more like courses for younger learners and things like that. Okay, you can try out later. Humorous, it will really come up with something quite funny as well. Okay, so you click on continue, and you can, if you already have a course plan and you already have like some objectives that is already in your course plan, or you have some idea of what you want the course to cover, you can also put that in, but that's optional. Okay, if not, you can just generate course objective. Okay. So whatever that you have keyed in earlier, all the information that you have that you have keyed in earlier in the basic course info, and also any information that you might have keyed in the objective area just now, okay, will be used. The AI will use it to come up with some suggestions for the course objective, and everything that the AI produce, you can either refine it or you can keep, but once you have saved it, you can still go back and edit it at any time. Okay, so same when you go to, so once you save the objective, okay, if you scroll up, okay, then you go to the next part, which is the outcomes. Okay, so now whatever that you have keyed in, including the objective, will be used to come up with the outcomes. Okay, and you can see that the AI will come up with really comprehensive ones, but you can choose and select and deselect the ones that you like only. All right. Okay, let's go to the learning outcomes, Chandru. Just ask it to suggest. there's another part to it, okay? So if you're familiar as educators, I'm sure you're very familiar with all the different taxonomies of learning outcomes. So we have Bloom's, and then we have also a few more problem-based and so on, project-based, soft skills. So you can actually choose the taxonomy that you want. You can play around later and see what kind of suggestions it comes up with, okay? So for Bloom's, you can also choose the level as well, okay? And then, yep. Okay, and then you can generate. So if you already have some suggestions of what, some idea of the outcomes that you want it to produce, again, you can also copy and paste it in the box earlier, all right? So I think it usually comes up with a lot of outcomes here, all right? And the other thing that you can see here besides the outcome would be the outcome tags. This is what we call outcome tags. It works similar to hashtags. Okay, so at every stage in your course design, the outcomes will actually be tagged to the relevant modules, to the relevant content. Okay, so that whatever that you do in a course is will be outcome based. It will be based on the outcomes that you have identified. All right. Okay, so you can select or deselect. Okay, and if you also have outcomes that you would like to add manually, you can also do that. But you have to keep this first. And then if you like to add more learning outcomes, you can just plus or more learning outcomes and you can key in your own. All right. So if we go to the next one, I'm just going to show you up to the module course structure, and then you can proceed and try to do it on your own. But basically, you understand the navigation is on the top. Okay, so once you have completed one part, and then you go to the next. All right. And then if you have anything that you would like to add on your own, just add on your own here. If you like the AI to suggest, you can suggest here. But at every stage, you will still need to make the decision as the subject matter experts. All right. So there's nothing here that is produced in this course that will automatically be delivered to the learners. Okay. As subject matter experts, you will still need to review, identify, evaluate, analyze all of the information that's produced by the AI. And also that's why we call them suggestions. They are not the final version. Okay. Okay, so if you go to suggest course structure, again, you can see the different ways of designing the course that you can use. You can use backward design, curriculum based. So if you already have your own curriculum structure, you can also use curriculum based. It could be subject centered, thematic, and so on. Okay, so we have actually implemented the learning design best practices into the AI as well. Okay. Later on, when you go into the learning activities, you can also see the different types of templates that you can choose. For example, what are the examples, Chandru, that you can think of? Ice-breaking activities. Okay, those are already available in templates. Okay, so previously when we used to design courses with our clients, there will be a few of us, and every time we have a project, we will be sitting down, brainstorming what's the best way, what are some of the activity ideas that we can implement in the course for the students to have the best learning experience and things like that. But now, all of these templates are already available on the platform. So you can just choose, key in your topics, and it will produce some of these ideas. Okay? All right. So are you ready to start working on your own? Okay, so you are already sitting in groups. If you're alone, I would advise you to sit with someone so that we can give you some scenarios that you can work on together. Okay, so I'm going to give you a learning design scenario. All right, and in this learning design scenario, can we go back to the workshop question with the instruction? Okay, so you get a learning design scenario each. For example, building soft skills for fresh graduates. Okay, so imagine you're going to build a course for fresh graduates to build soft skills. And then I have some information like the objective, the target audience, the course title and the challenge. All right. Okay, so the courses are actually pre-created already. So we also have the username and password here already. So only one person needs to log in to the username and password, and your other friends, your colleagues can help when, together you can discuss and select on the outcomes, the structure and so on. Okay, so all right, I'm going to share, but before that, maybe we can show how to log in, Chandru. Okay, so once you get this, all you need to do is go to openlearning.com. We also have the steps here. And then you use the username and password that we will be given. And then click on the course title and you can start building your course already. All right? Okay. Chandru is just going to show you. Go to incognito mode. Okay, so I'm already logged in. So if you are already logged in, you will see your profile there. But if you're not logged in, there will be a login at the top left-hand corner there. All right. Okay. Do you remember the sharing that you did this morning on what makes a course great? Okay. All right. So if you remember all those things that you mentioned this morning, hands-on and all that, okay? So while you are designing your course, incorporate at least one or two of the criteria that you have mentioned this morning. The interactivity, the hands-on session, active, and all that. Okay? Asking you to pay or anything, please don't pay. Yeah? That means I need to check the account again. Okay. Log in, you can see at the top left-hand corner the name, the word course. Okay. So under course, you can see the course that you have been assigned to. Money matters. Account 2, right? The course title should be money matters. Maybe go to all. Yeah. Okay. Click on all and then you can see all the courses that is tagged that is under this account. Okay, now you're logged in. Go to courses. All right. Okay, click on all. Master your day. Yeah, correct. That's the course. Okay. So now once you are in the course, remember under course design, go to course builder. Ni okay lah, dah expert dah ni kan. Okay. Go to view. Yang ni homepage ah. Okay. Pergi dekat course design. Course design, course builder. Yeah. Yeah.
The more AI is like maybe more information, more accurate.
Okay, everyone is in the course builder mode. That's great. Chandu, you put the timer, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, you have 15 minutes, huh? I hope you have enough time. All right. Okay, you have about 1 minute plus. It's okay if you not if you haven't if you haven't reached the content part yet. Cost structure. Okay, you are already at cost structure. All right, go to the next part. Okay, I think you haven't keep. Go back to cost structure, the cost structure tab. Okay, scroll down and keep, yeah. And then you can move forward to the content. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, you can always tag each topic to the outcome.
And this is the outcome is fulfilling particular model. But everything here you can like edit later. Okay, you can keep it first. Right? If you want to go and edit this information, so that's edit model, right? And you can change the name, you change the description, even topic also you can remove and add. Then in outcome also we put type wrongly, you can remove and add.
Okay. All right. I know you haven't reached the content part yet. Okay. But you know how you have a sense of how it works, right? Okay. Okay. So we are going to continue to the next part. We have 15 more minutes. Okay. So I'm just going to show one of the course that we have developed using the AI assistant. It's AI for educational game development. Okay. So can I see can you collapse the module, Chandra? So there are a few modules here under learning activities. Everything is developed by AI because I'm not an expert in this field. Okay, so if you notice earlier, the decision that you have to make is the decision that course designers used to make. Okay, so now you are also a course designer. Okay, before you become the content matter expert, before you actually look at the content, all right, or decide the content that you want to keep or the content that you want to add and all that, you will be thinking along the lines of a course designer. You'll be thinking of finalizing the course objectives, finalizing the outcomes, thinking about what kind of structure that you want to design for your course. Is it a backward approach? Is it problem based? Okay. And then you'll be thinking about when you are designing the modules, the content in the modules, do you want to use like Ghanese 9 events or ID model and things like that? Okay, so you'll be thinking from the point of view of a designer first before you actually decide on the content. All right. So if previously, when we used to work with the subject matter experts, usually the first thing will be, these are the content that I have. All right. So this is another way of designing a course, which is think about what's the best way of designing a course to make sure that your learners will have the best experience. And then only we think about the content that will be incorporated to make sure that they go through this experience in this way. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at this example that we have developed using the AI assistant. So we have several modules here. If you look at the first module, okay, I used the Ghanaian's 9 events in this to develop this module. Okay, so you can see that it actually follows the 9 events: the welcome, introducing course objectives, recording prior knowledge, and all that. Okay, and then in the second module, we used COPS experiential learning. So you can see that it has the active experimentation, all the experiential learning types of content. All right. And then we use inquiry based in the third one. Okay, so you have debates and all that, reflection. The fourth one, I use interdisciplinary. So combining different insights from people from professionals from various backgrounds as well. Okay, and the fifth one, we use PBL. Okay, problem based. The last one is what's that? Comparative analysis. Okay, so you can see that it will actually follow the learning design best practices. All right, and you don't really need to know all these learning design best practices. Okay, but you can actually apply it in your courses. All right. Okay. Before we move forward, are there any questions from the online participants as well? Yeah. 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 Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, you can actually select from the templates. Yeah, yeah. For all of this that I have mentioned, the experiential theory and all that, you can select it. Okay. Yeah, maybe we can take a look at some of the one or two of the pages, Chandru. I've actually developed under learning activities, the second module. Second page. Okay. Okay, let's say we go into one of the pages where the AI assistant have produced some content here. Okay. Just I didn't. Dah. Just keep. Okay, when the AI produce the content, if there are any activities that is suggested on this page, it will actually use the proper open learning widget so that student can interact on the page. Okay. Jerry, can you help to scroll down? So this page is there's a case study and then exploring math quest for game development, reflection, and then you can see that the AI is this one we haven't added anything yet. The AI assistant actually added the post text widget here, so students can actually key in their thoughts. Here it says think about a time when you played or design educational game and blah blah blah. So students can actually share their thoughts here. Okay, so the AI system will also use the proper widgets when an activity is planned for this page. Okay, that's the other one. And what else that one? Yeah, I think okay. Can you go to edit mode, Chandru? Okay, all right. So you can see at the top of the page, it has also tagged this page with the relevant outcomes. Okay, and if you scroll down to the bottom, you will also see at the bottom at every page, even if you create the pages by yourself. By the way, if you don't want to use Course Builder or the AI assistant and you want to add your own modules, your own structure, but you only want to use AI assistant to create some content, you can also do that. Okay. Okay. If you scroll down further, and you can see, all right. So there are also different activities that you can add on to your page. So if your page is empty, blank page, and you only like to put in your slides and then add some analogy, for example, okay? So you can also do that here. Just add the analogy or the case study, okay? And if you look at the activities here, Chanu, can we see more? You can see all the different types of activities that you can implement in your course as well. So there's the Feynman technique. So most of this, I think you are already doing in your physical classes. Like for example, the Feynman technique is when we give each student or each group a topic, and then they go back, they come up with a presentation slide, and then after that they come back to the class and they share with everyone. So they become the expert for that particular topic. Okay, so that's Feynman technique. And then we have project-based activity, recorded presentation. If you have, if you like your students to, if your course is on delivering a good presentation, Okay, so your students can actually record their presentation and share it with you. Okay, and we have the sharing activity, tutorial, role plays as well. So all of these templates are already available there. Okay, so far, any questions? Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yeah, we can. Yes, you can also, instead of you put in the course name, you can just put the plenary lecture and then you can just, under topic will be, yeah, correct. Okay, no, sure, no problem. Okay, all right. I think most of you didn't get to finish up to the activity, designing the content and designing the activity, right? Okay, so this particular course and this particular username and password, if you like to go back and also try out more, we can give you up to a week where you can go in and you can still try out. Okay, but if more, I think because you're sharing, right? So if more than one person is editing, okay, if you're editing different pages, then you won't see what the other administrators are editing. But if you're editing the same page, there might be some conflict. That's the only difference there. Okay. So in a normal situation, if more than one lecturers are designing a course, you can still do that, but it's just that you cannot edit the same page at the same time. Then that's where there'll be conflict. So if you like to keep and also try out after this, you can just continue up to the content and design the content and so on up to a week. And then after 1 week, we'll have to revoke because we have other workshops. No, cannot. It's on the web. Yeah. You can use the same username and password. But if both of you are designing the same page means like this. This is one page. So if both of you are designing the same page, then there might be conflict. But if you go to a different module or a different page, you are designing this page, another person is designing this page, then there's no conflict there. All right. But if let's say you add more modules, then the other person will also see there are more modules. So you can see that some changes if both of you are logging at the same time. Yep, you can. You can use the same username and password, but for 1 week lah.
Yeah.
Yes. You just go to courses and find the same course name again. Yep.
Opening the form, using your username and login, use this. This access will be for 1 hour, 1 week.
No.
You can play around with your AI code, click over here, then pretty much generate something that's not all on that admin. So it's like 1 week access. Things is the same username as well, so make sure that
Okay. All right. So if you have any questions, okay, before that, you can also download this guide. All right. And you can continue working on the using the same username and password. And if you have any questions, can also contact us. So you can book a 15-minute chat with me. Just book a calendar time here, or you can also contact our customer success team. By the way, if you are in the course designer mode, the admin, all right, when you are developing a course and you have any problems or you're not sure, you can always click on the balloon here and there will be someone who will be assisting you. It is a real person, not a bot. Okay. All right. Yeah. Any other questions? Any question online? Okay.
he asks, can online participant also access this platform?
If you want the hands-on, maybe I can share a few username and password that they can try. Yeah, we will also give them a week lah. But just the person, maybe the person who is asking, then I'll share username and password for that person. The dummy one for 1 week. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so just let me know the contact details of that person. Okay. All right. Or if anything, can just contact me here. Just book a time with me or mashita@openlearning.com. I forgot to put my email there. Let me just put my email. Okay, if there are no more questions, thank you so much for your time today. All right. Thank you for your participation. It's really great knowing you. And I hope to see you online. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Now I would like to thank you to the speeches of Initiative Ismail, giving us an excellent insight into the topic. And thank you everyone for your participation. I hope that all of you have enjoyed the workshop and gained new knowledge and skills from the session. So now I would like to invite Ms. Mariana to come to the front to present this token organization to technology specialist Mashita. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you so much for this session. Okay, for the physical participants here, we move to the next activity, which is our workshop using articles to 360 to create immersive experience for activities. This will be fully online, so you can you can view the video through our YouTube channel. This will be started shortly, so please be ready.
Just cakap je lah. Just suruh people stay. Oh, nak, okay.
Kena minta orang spotlight dulu. Spotlight dulu sebab Firdaus akan Asman. Screen sharing.
Apa dia cakap kena jauhkan mic sikit. Masa cakap tu kena jauhkan dengan dekat macam. Oh, okey. Macam ni kot. Okey. Kenapa berdengung ke? Sebab kalau cakap macam ni, YouTube tak
Siapa ni cakap macam ni? Bukan spotlight ni dulu. Siapa ni cakap? Apa ni MC. Spotlight ni dulu. Kamera MC tu spotlight dulu. Okey. Firdaus start dia, Firdaus introduce, lepas tu kau spotlight kat Azman punya. Azman dah masuk dah. Dia perlu share.
Now we move to the second and last workshop, which is called Using Articulate Storyline 360 to create immersive experience for your learning activities by our very own IMU subject matters expert, Mr. Razman Shah Muhammad Razali, Assistant Manager Supervising Reference Service, IMU University Library. A little bit about he graduated from University Technology Mara, UITM, with a Bachelor of Science in Library and Information Management and Master in Information Management. It is with great pleasure to call upon Mr. Razman to begin with the session. Please welcome.
I hope you can hear. Of course, just want to apologize to the one that I'm very sore throat. I hope you still are able to hear my voice. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I just want to apologize first because I have a very bad sore throat. I hope, although I have a very bad sore throat, you can hear my voice. So I will begin with the session. The topic that I'm going to present today is using Articulate Story 360 to create immersive experience for your learning activities. So later, if you want to know more about how to use immersive experience, you'll be able to contact me through this email here. Okay. All right. Now let's see this first. I would like to share with you an immersive experience page that we have created, our own very own library and created this immersive experience page. So you can exploit by using this link here or scan the screen now.
Okay, I hope you have watched finishing. I hope you have watched the immersive experience video that I've shared with you just now. So let me continue with the session. And before I move further, I would like to share with you certain literatures that I have read online. And I would like to share with you these literatures here. So Zhang, in her research, she stated that immersive experience allows users to experience an alternate reality that only exists in their imagination, and this gives them the thrill to explore some of the previously uncharted territories. She also stated that it allows the users to feel, sense, or even interact with and manipulate the new products in a virtual prototype. Means that Zhang, she stated that through immersive experience, it creates an imagination for the participants. Bioka and Delaney, on the other hand, stated that immersive experience is when the degree to which a virtual environment submerges the perceptual system of the user. Turner, in 2016, in his research, considered immersion as being positively associated with the degree of technological mediated sensory, which says that facilitates isolation of decoupling from the real world. So, is to say, all I can summarize is that immersive experience is using technology for virtual reality. And the main question is that why we use immersive in education. So through these three literatures here, we can see, example here, Bondi stated that immersive adopted in education managed to enhance and support student engagement in the context of blended and remote delivery, which means that students can access the contents from their own location. Ospova, on the other hand, stated it motivates students and their engagement in terms of nihilism on how information is presented and interacted. Meanwhile, Wang and Sun stated that immersive facilitates knowledge sharing and development in learning contexts, such as by using various web tools, authoring tools. So Wang and Sun mentioned that there are various technology that can be utilized when an immersive page is being created. So let me share with you what, where, and who about the immersive experience, or in short known as IE. Regarding what? The use of storyline method to create immersive experience. Okay, there are various software, but storyline is actually the most dominant so far. The context made available on the internet is related to where. When it comes to who, technology developer and person of interest means that a librarian like myself also can create an immersive page for students. Regarding when it is online presence is required means that the immersive can be uploaded in online to website and portal. And the reason is to stimulate users with the contents. When you create an immersive experience, bear in mind that it is to stimulate our users, not just for your own benefit. And as mentioned, how you can edit the image that you're going to create using Storyline 360. So my session today will focus on this. I will convert the immersive experience page from the tour mode to the learning activities mode, because tour mode is actually a page where it only includes general information, open for all users, and unfortunately, it doesn't include any learning activities, and it is suitably to be used for online tours only, as what you have seen just now in the video that I have shared with you just now. For learning activities mode, it includes question and marks. Okay, markings can be designated to cohorts, programs, etc. In-depth information regarding the topic itself, and it is suitable for knowledge check and also tests. So easy to say, I'm going to convert this particular page here from the tour mode that I've shared with you just now to the learning activities mode with questions. So how to include learning activities within the immersive page? This is how you do it. So you are required to use these three equipments. Mainly these three equipments is being utilized. I have utilized a 360-degree capability camera. So in IMU University, you can actually borrow this camera from e-learning department. They have access to this camera. Other than that, you also need to utilize a software that includes the 60-degree image editing feature, which in this case, we're going to utilize Articulate 360 Storyline. And of course, sorry, to upload the content, you will need to use an LMS platform, such as Moodle, to upload your immersive content and also the quiz. These are the steps to create learning activities for the immersive experience page. Step 1 requires you to capture the image in 360-degree format. Okay, the camera that I mentioned just now can be utilized to capture the 360 image. Step number 2, edit the image in Storyline via 360 feature. You can also include questions for the immersive content in Storyline. Step number 3, convert the file in SCORM format and upload in Moodle, the learning management system. And step number 4, give access to internet cohorts and to answer questions. Means that later, the page itself, you can designate which program or cohort can access and answer questions. So let's apply these theories in practice. All right. Give me a minute. Okay, everyone, you can see now, this is IMU University Library Portal. We are using Moodle as our portal. I just want to let you know regarding that first, because later the content will be uploaded here. So as you can see here, let me open the immersive experience page quiz that I created recently. So what user can do, they can actually click any of the programs available here. In this case, example medicine. You can see I already include several cohorts. They can access this particular quiz here. So when I click the immersive experience quiz, you can also include what we call instructions regarding the quiz itself. All right. Now, once I click enter, you can see this is the page. And you can see if you want to start the page, click start quiz. This is the immersive experience page. All right. Now, students can learn on their own regarding this particular page example regarding the library. They can click any of the highlights here to know more about the content. Okay, so if they have learned about the library, for instance, later they can answer questions. Example, question number 1, please select the correct library opening hours for Saturday. So what they can do is they can go back to the page, find the answer on their own. Example here, an image here already mentioned, the library is open from Saturday 8:30 a.m. until 8 p.m. So what they will do is go back to the question and answer it. Then click submit. And you can see correct. Then they can move to the second question. Please identify name of the reference librarian. Okay, who? Go back to the question to the immersive page. Browse through the stuff. Example here. This is a librarian but circulation, Miss Haja. Nurul on the other hand is cataloging. And if you scroll here, you'll be able to see Razman, which is the reference librarian. So they can go back to the question and answer. Submit. Continue. Okay, now, so this is the result that they can actually see. And let me share with you the result page. This is the admin site. And bear in mind, this is the admin site. If you want to see the report, you can click reports here. And you can see the number of students that have answered that particular immersive experience page and their marks. You can determine also the number of questions that you want to create and also the markings. All right, now this is the admin interface. For the user interface, it is the same. just that they cannot see the report. For instance, if they click medicine, example, this is a student that I've logged into their account. Once they click this particular immersive page, again, they can answer the same question and they can browse through the content. All right, now I only have 2 questions. If I want to add more, I'm able to do so. So all I need to do is to open the immersive file. In this case, is this file here. Okay, once I open it, I will be able to edit the content, and also I can add more questions. All right. Currently, as you can see, there's only 2 questions available. Question 1 and question number 2. Okay, I can actually add more questions if I wish to. All I need to do is go here. You can see, but before that, I wanted to share with you design is actually for you to see the final version of the quiz. Insert is where you can actually include more contents in the platform. Slide is where you can actually include questions. Right now, just want to let everyone know that the utilization of storyline here is quite similar to those using PowerPoint slide. Okay, so I want to add more question. So I want to add graded question. So once I click graded question, I can select any of the type of question that I would like to include in my immersive experience page. So example, I want to include this type of question here, true or false. Okay, true or false. Uh, all right, insert slide. Okay, now I can type the question that I want to include in the slide. Example here, true or false. You wait, true or false. New sections, new arrival section in the library, is situated at the library lobby. So based on the immersive page, of course, the answer is true. You can also determine the number of points that you want to allocate this particular question. So where I will include here, example, 25. 25 marks for the particular question. Okay. So this is the design in form view. For slide view, this is how it looks like. Okay, you can also use this if you want. Okay, example, I will remove this and I will do like this. Okay, you can see I can type also if I want. True or false. New arrival section. Section is situated at the library lobby. Okay, I can make it bigger so that everyone can see. Right, so the answer, of course, as mentioned, will be true. True. All right, so as you can see, it functions like a PowerPoint. All right, since I have allocated this particular question with 25 marks, I want to allocate the existing question, which is this and this just now, with 25 marks as well. So I will go back to the form view, and now I will include 25 marks. Okay. Same goes with this. Just now it was 50, but I want it to include 25 marks. So now, as mentioned, the marks for every question is 25. Okay, now I will include one more question. Okay, we include one more question. Graded question, multiple choice, insert. All right. The name of the cafe operator in the library is, okay, he and she, him and her. So the answer is he and she. And again, I will allocate 25% marks for this particular question. So for this, I'm just going to leave this like this because you can see different designs. Okay. So now I'm going to drag down question above here, and you can see the questions, the mark is 25% each. Okay, after you have finished including your questions, okay, you can see here the design of the page, right? This is the result page. You can also click the quiz section, determine which question comes first and second. It's up to you. Okay. I can also rename the questions. Give me a minute. All right. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So other than that, you can also include image, and there are also other type of questions available that you can actually include. Okay, but I'm going to share with you only this here for today because we don't have much time. All right, so this is the menu. I can rename the questions as question number 3, question 3, and question 4. So later the page itself will look like this: the start page, the immersive experience content, and question 1 until question number 4. Okay, so now I click OK, and right now I'm going to do this. I'm going to convert the file in SCORM. I have done part number 1. Part number 1, just bear in mind that I'm using the existing image from the library, but for your own site later, you can snap your own image. Okay, example, if you're a faculty member, you are teaching students in labs, you can actually take a photo of your lab, do for experiment, etc. So I also have done this, add image in 360 format, okay, 360 feature, and include question. Now I'm using and I'm doing this particular step here. Step number 3, convert the file in SCORM format and upload in Moodle. So this is the 360 file storyline. I just need to click save first and publish it. So once I click publish, I need to convert it into SCORM. You see, SCORM. If you put in website, later the marks cannot be calculated. SCORM is where the marks can be calculated. So now I'm going to click publish, and I'm going to upload the SCORM file later in IMU library portal, and it can be accessed by students after this. Hopefully it works. Sometimes your storyline is to be updated for it to function, but let's try for today. All right, done. Now I have currently the file is here, but in order for you to use COM, you have to send this particular folder here into zip file. So I'm going to send it into zip file. Zip file, I'm using the same particular folder, save. So now the zip file will be automatically created here. See, the file has been created. Now I'm going to upload this particular zip file into the library portal. Okay, how to do this? I need to go back to the main page of the immersive experience. Need to edit this particular page by clicking the edit button on. Then I need to scroll down and find the program. Example medicine. I will edit the existing file by clicking the edit button here. Click edit settings. Then currently, as you know already, just now it was 2 questions available, but now I have added 2 more. Now it becomes 4 questions. Okay, and I also have indicated several things. Number 1, attempts management, I included as unlimited. Participant can answer as many as they want, as they please, and the attempts grading will be the highest attempt. The highest mark will be safe. Alright, so Vistwick Access is where you are able to include cohorts. For those from IMU, you'll be able to utilize this feature as well through e-learning portal. All you need to do is request help from e-learning staff. They'll be able to assist you regarding this matter. Okay, just now I mentioned I'm going to upload the SCOM file in library portal. So I will do this now. But before that, I have to remove or delete the existing file. So I will delete it first. Now I'm going to upload it again, the new file, the zip file. Then click upload. So once done, I need to click save and return to course. So before you announce it to your students, why don't you try to access it first from your own side? Recheck before you share with your students. So let me click immersive experience quiz here. Okay, now it becomes 4 questions as mentioned. I have edited just now. Click enter. Start. You see, now it becomes 4 questions and not 2 questions anymore. Okay, students, if they access from their own page, okay, let's try from their own page. Library Training 2, I'm using this particular account here to access the page. Let me go back here. All right, I'm using this particular training here. But before that, let me show you from the admin side. From the admin side, Library Training 2, which is a student, haven't answered anything yet. Under report, you can see Library Training 2 haven't answered anything yet. Okay, he only managed to only log in but haven't answered anything. So I'm going to utilize his or her account to answer question. Let's try here. Medicine, immersive experience quiz. And now I am going to answer questions. Please start. Start quiz. So before they answer the question, they have to explore regarding the library, for instance. Okay, what is this? What's that? So go to the question. Should know already the library opening hours. If they want to find the answer, again, they can find in the immersive experience page. For instance, here, Saturday we open 8:30 until 8. So for question number 1, the answer is 8:30 until 8. Then they need to click submit and see the correct answer. Please identify name of the reference librarian, same as the answer that I've shown you earlier. The answer is Wasmasha. Submit. Then this is the new question that I added just now. Question number 3 and question number 4. True or false? New arrival section is situated at the library lobby. The answer is true. Hopefully, I include the correct one. I forgot this now. So correct. And the name of the cafe operated in the library is ... Him or her or he and she. So the answer is he and she. Submit. Correct. And you can see now mark is 100%. And let's see from the admin side. You see, just now it was 0. Now it becomes 100%. The student participated in this particular quiz here, and this is the date the marks was calculated, and this is the marks now. Okay, so hopefully you from IMU side, you can actually utilize this particular feature for your learning activities. Students tend to be interested with your learning when you have this kind of learning activities other than the traditional lecture that you always give to students. So, okay, I think that will be all in my presentation. Thank you, everyone, and hopefully you'll be able to follow what I've shared with you just now. Thank you, everyone.
Mr. Rasman,
Yeah,
we have one question from the audience
okay.
in the YouTube chat.
From YouTube, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I open YouTube as well. I can open YouTube from here. Okay.
The YouTube chat.
From YouTube, huh?
Yeah.
Can external visitor access the immersive site and the quizzes too? YouTube from here. All right, now it depends. It depends means that whether you want to open the quiz to outsiders or if you intend for the quiz to be answered by students only. So in Moodle, there's a feature where you're able to open the content to outsiders as well, or if you want to designate it to students only or intended users. In this case, what I'm showing you just now is for internal only. For the quiz to be hopefully you'll be able to understand what I tried to share with you just now. Where you're able to open the content to outsiders. So that's why you need LMS. LMS you want to designate it to students only markings and also in this case what I'm showing you just now indication whether the students have accessed the contents or not from their own end. And as mentioned, the date and the markings as well. Share that with you just now. Where you're able to right, yeah. So that's why you need LMS. Hopefully, I'm able to answer your questions just now. And also, in this case, what I'm showing you just now, indication whether the students have accessed the contents or not. Any other questions from their own end. And as mentioned, the date and the markings as well. Share that with you just now. Right, since I think there's no other question able to answer your questions just now. That will be all for today, everyone. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you'll be able to apply what I've shared with you just now. Okay, everyone, thank you very much. And as mentioned, I will take my leave now. Right, since I think there's no other question able to answer your questions just now. That will be all for today, everyone. Thank you very much for watching,
Come to the
and
end
hopefully
of
you'll
our
be able to
pre-event
apply
workshop
what I've shared
of
with
the
you just now.
IMU
Okay, everyone, thank you very
National
much.
Learning Resources Festival
I will take my
2024.
leave now.
But before we end, I would like to remind you that we have more exciting activities tomorrow.
I think there's no
We
other
will begin with the welcoming and launching of iLRF
that will be
2024,
all for today,
and it
everyone.
will be followed
Thank you
by
very
the
much for
live
watching,
competition to
and
the end
hopefully
of
I'll
our
be
free
able to
event
apply what
workshop
I've shared
of
here
the
today.
IMU,
Okay,
which
everyone,
is
thank you very
National
much.
Learning South Accessible
I'll take my
2024.
leave now.
But before we end, I would like to remind you that we have more
Right,
exciting activities tomorrow.
I think there's no
We
one
will
able
begin
to
with the
answer
welcoming and
questions
launching
just
of
now.
iLRF
That will be
24,
all for today,
and it
everyone.
will be followed
Thank you very
by the
much for
live
watching,
competition to
and
the end
hopefully
of
I'll
our
be
free
able to
event
apply
workshop.
what I've
Please visit our iLRF24 website for more information about the programs, speakers, sponsors page, and you are most welcome to leave your thoughts or comments on the Padlet on the website virtual lobby. Please don't forget to use hashtag iLRF24 and hashtag IMU if you are sharing any posts about this festival on social media. With that, on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to thank you. I would like to thank all of you for joining us today. See you again tomorrow at 9 a.m. at the IMU University Chancellor Hall, 4th floor, or in the e-learning YouTube channel. Until then, have a good afternoon, everyone. Goodbye.
prepaid 5G. Juggle 5G plan for lightning fast MLBB gaming. Now 2 times faster for only 40 ringgit per month on the fastest and unmatched 5G network. Plus get 20% off MLBB in-game items. Switch to Hollink prepaid 5G now.